There we go. See how you are in focus and I am
greasy.
I was gonna say unfocused, but sure, greasy. All right, so welcome to Be That Way, where it's me, Novell, Betsy. Well, actually, I wasn't on the mic, so I'm just going to say that again.
Okay.
All right, we're going to start over.
Start over.
All right. See, this is behind the scenes, a look, if you will. Welcome to Be That Way.
Be That Way.
I'm Novell. This is Betsy. She's a wild card. And this is the show where we talk about current affairs and not only just affecting Black people, but people at large. Mm-hmm. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, you know.
I'm speaking into the mic.
Yeah, see that?
Into the mic.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
There we go.
Let's just move right into it. Did you screw down my?
I did not.
Oh my gosh.
That thing is loose. You don't even worry about that.
No, it is.
It's just extra.
Good gosh. It's so hard to find good help. It really is. You search and you just can't find it.
And then you get
right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's move on. So we were going to talk about something, but I think you have something that you want to kind of get into.
Yeah, I want to talk about gender roles in the heterosexual relationships. I want to talk about,
like traditional gender roles.
Well, what's going on, what's happening now, and what we're interested in. So, well,
let's define.
What do you like? How do you feel? Do you think that you are traditional?
Very much so. Very traditional.
Okay.
And I'm clanging all around, so you just have to excuse me. But yeah, I'm very traditional.
Okay, so that means when you say traditional, that means that you want to be the breadwinner. You are the breadwinner, and you believe women should be pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen. That kind of traditional, or?
First of all, a pregnant barefoot woman carrying my seed is one of the sexiest things to me.
Oh, it
ever.
Is. It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I get it. Women need to be able to go out and do stuff and get a job and get an education and make their own cash. So I'm actually okay with that. Mm-hmm. By traditional, I mean, I think that a man should be a man and, protect, provide, and do the things that, I always look at a guy as being the pillar that is in between his family and the storm.
Okay.
Or the one that's in between his family and the wolves outside barking and howling. It's my job ultimately to make sure that my family is taken care of. So
between the storm being what?
Weather the storm, whatever. Downturn in the economy. Somebody loses their job. You have to make sure that you have enough money saved to be able to get you through the lean times. Everything that it takes for my family to survive in any circumstance, in any situation, I think that's the man's responsibility. Or let me check that. It's my responsibility.
Okay, traditionally, do you think that also gives the man liberty to have extramarital families and affairs?
You mean cheat?
Yes.
No.
I think.
No, I don't think any person should cheat. You are in a relationship. You have entrusted your heart to somebody, and they've given their heart to you. That's a responsibility, and you need to safeguard that.
Okay.
And so, no, I don't think that because I'm working 80-hour days that
and you're providing everything.
And I'm providing everything, that gives me license to go and dip into some chick.
And if you can afford another family, you don't. Because this is the ideology that I've heard before, is that, if you can have as many families as you can take care of.
I've answered this damn question. I'm going to become a hostile witness. I don't think that guys should be able to cheat. I don't think that women should be able to cheat. I don't think it's ever justified to cheat. Now, are there reasons why people cheat? Sure. But nah, if you cheat, you're a scum.
Okay.
McSkillet.
So my thing is that I actually am really I'm on the two extremes.
Uh-oh.
I'm on the two extremes.
This is
I do
extreme Betsy.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, his
so
extreme Betsy.
I think actually that yes, there are traditional roles, and I believe in that. I do agree with that. And
Let's define what the traditional roles are.
Well, yeah, the man is the breadwinner, and the man is head of household, and what he says goes. And that, in a sense, I don't necessarily need for him to consult me on decisions made, and I would appreciate that he takes charge and makes the decisions, and then I fall in line.
Sure.
But he would have to have that strong
hand.
A strong hand. And also he would have to have that kind of leadership mentality. Not a dictatorship mentality, but a leadership that's going to lead you towards you feel comfortable to just let go. I'm like, you know what? I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he's going with this idea, but I trust that he's going to take me in a direction that is going to be beneficial to us all.
Yeah, it's definitely a delicate balance, because what you're talking about is submitting to your relationship and to your husband, but there has to be a fair amount of trust built up to be able to do that.
A lot of trust.
Absolutely.
A lot of trust. And with that being said, I have never really necessarily gotten to that comfort zone to be able to do that. So then I fall on the other scale, on the other side of the scale, and tend to want to be that head of household. And
but you are the head of household. You are your head of household.
Not in a relationship. I don't have a relationship. But if I had a relationship, I wouldn't mind having a man that I take care of and he stays in the house. Yeah, he would have to, but he would have to submit, and he would have to. Yes.
So is it?
And I would. Yes.
Is it the cash? Is it because of how much money he makes? Because I think that you could work from home, or not work from home, but be a house husband and still be the leader and the head of household. But it's tough, because when you're not bringing in any cash, he who has the gold makes the rules. That's the golden rule.
Right. That is true. So my thing is that I'm not saying necessarily because he doesn't have any money, but it's more so that he is not paying the bills. Like, you can have less money. No,
oh, okay.
You can make less than me. But if I am sole responsible for the mortgage, if it's just me, you know what I'm saying? So then when it comes down to if I want to remortgage, or if I want to do something else, or take money out of my home, that's not going to be your decision. It's going to be mine, because it's my mortgage. And when it comes down to the cars and how the cars are handled and all those type of things. So it has nothing to do with how much money he makes. It has to do with everything, what he pays.
Contribution.
If you pay for this, then you have decision-making power on that.
Ooh, I don't know if I agree with that. Because I think that the moment you get together, the moment you get into a relationship with somebody, marriage, I think that everything kind of becomes the households. It belongs to the household.
That's very nice. And as you should, being the man. But as you should. Very well.
Give and keep giving.
Right. So yeah, my thing is though, I don't care about money. I definitely don't care about money. But the thing is just basically, if I am responsible, if I'm liable, if I'm accountable for this thing, and I hold all responsibility if something fails, then I'm not going to allow you to make decisions that I feel like may not necessarily be beneficial.
Right. I got you.
If you come up with some ideas that may be great, yeah, I could take guidance, and I can follow some good ideas.
But the guy has to be in a certain standing.
No, he just has to be trustworthy. Honestly, it has to be trustworthy, because even if you don't make any money at all, and I think this guy's really smart. If I find somebody, I was like, oh, he's really sharp. He just doesn't have any money. So what? If he comes up with great ideas, yeah. But somehow, like, what is going to make this a great idea? You know what I mean? Like, if you see he doesn't have good money management, then how is it good?
Stop.
We had some good content. And you let it happen.
Yeah, what you mean?
You let this happen.
Oh. So the first portion of this show, we're probably going to use the backup mic because, you know what? As a man, I'll take responsibility. I didn't make
It's
sure that this was
about
together.
God D time. It's about time.
That's why people don't take responsibility. Because,
is that why?
Yeah, the knife gets twisted.
What?
Boy, if you let the knife get in there, the knife is going to get jerked around.
I thought you would appreciate the fact that I agree with you. I agree. You screwed up. You screwed the pooch on this one big time. But sure. I mean, we had a great conversation
These
going
shoulders have taken more than that.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
just you're asking for more is what you're saying. Give it. Bring it on.
I'm saying that I'll take responsibility for this, and that's
Okay.
and this alone.
Okay, let's just move on.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
So let's get into. I know there was a topic that you wanted to kind of talk about.
Yes, I do. I want to talk about. You keep grabbing your mic. It makes me want to grab my mic too.
That's really just kind of how I do it.
I understand, but I want to grab the mic too.
What I'm saying is, don't bite my style.
I want to grab the mic too.
This is my style.
Okay, do it.
Yeah,
all right, all right.
your style is your style is here. That's your style, right? My style.
Is this
my
what
style
I do?
is right here.
Is this how it happens? Is this what's going on?
Right,
No,
right,
that's not
right.
right.
My style
All right.
is understated.
Yeah, let's
classy.
That is,
your style is.
I was getting ready to say that.
Your style is
Rob,
which
that's
is,
right.
which is cool.
Okay,
I mean,
Well, this is where I was talking about the leadership role. The fact that men, I think, traditionally are the leaders and the head of household, and I appreciate that, and I would actually submit to a man that I felt that had good direction and that could provide guidance, and I look forward. I want that.
Well, first let's define what traditional roles are. Like, what are they?
I think men, like I said, men are head of household.
And what about women? What's a woman's place?
I
mean, boy,
in the kitchen, barefoot and pregnant. This is what he wanted to hear. See, see subliminals here, guys.
Well,
you
like
see
I
this?
said before, there's nothing sexier than a woman pregnant with my seed walking around with that glow on her. I just want to give her.
Let's move. Yeah, you did. It's growing.
I want to keep giving her the best of me.
Okay, so that is the traditional rule, I believe.
Right, but I think that it should be expanded in the sense that I don't mind if a woman. I don't want to come off like a Neanderthal. I don't mind if women go out and work and do their thing. By all means, get your education, make your money, do all of that. But for me, I make enough money. I don't need a woman out there making just stacks and stacks of cash. I need a woman that's going to be, and again, this is just me. I can only speak for this guy. I need a woman that is family oriented. She can work. She can make however much money she wants, but I need a woman that's family oriented.
So now I think you come across a lot of women that are making, a lot of money and working in some, high profile positions. Highfalutin positions. And so, when it comes down to it, I go into these, and I had this conversation before, we go into these boardrooms and these women, and they're not married. And it's because I don't believe that they're able to find that traditional man. And so when it comes down to it, I don't mind being the woman that has all the money and that's paying all the bills and taking care of her man. I don't mind having a stay-at-home man, but he will be
submissive. He
doesn't have to be submissive, but he will be working. Not outside of the house, but he will put in work in the house.
One thing that when I was a young Thundercat and I was married and all of that stuff, running around
the young Thundercat. That's what
right?
I'm talking
out
about.
There making it happen. And my wife was a stay-at-home wife. I mean, yeah, she had like little small jobs at like a photo camera store or whatever, but the money that she made wasn't necessarily contributing to the house. For me, that was okay, but that bothered her.
Really?
Yeah, because and it's a lot of work staying at home with kids.
Oh yeah.
With young kids.
Oh yeah.
And
I've heard about it. I've heard about it. I've never experienced it.
One of the things that she used to say though was that you go off all day. She was talking to me. You go off all day and you're talking to adults and you're talking adult things.
Yeah.
But I'm at home with these kids watching Barney and, making food and cooking and cleaning. Because whenever I would come home, she would kind of ambush me. She would just, and I was like, okay, just give me a second to just kind of decompress a little bit. And then the kids would rush me and all that stuff. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying.
Champagne problems.
Yeah, it's definitely a first world problem. But sometimes you just need that moment to just kind of put the day down.
This is why you sit in your car and cry for 5 minutes before you walk in the house.
I mean, I didn't cry, but I mean, I was sitting in the car, like I would sit at the McDonald's or the Kroger or Vons. That was the grocery store that we had. Something about grocery stores, I like them. But I would sit in the parking lot right around the corner and I would just kind of
decompress.
I would just kind of let it go. And then I would go in and then the kids would rush me, which was probably the best part of my day. I
honestly think that I would absolutely appreciate that kind of role. Me being head of household, having a man at home taking care of all the business, cleaning up and cooking and being at my beck and call when I say I'm ready.
So you had me until there.
What?
You had me until the beck and call.
When I'm ready, I'm ready.
The snapping of the fingers.
Oh no! Oh, let me tell you, you don't have to participate.
What?
But you will you're getting drenched.
What are we
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I
was walking around in the forest. It was dark and I didn't know what was going on. And now here I am. Okay.
I am not opposed to taking it. I'll catch the charge. I'll take the charge.
This is probably the third episode that we've recorded. And in each episode,
counting? No, why are we counting? I am just saying that I think that there is an entitlement that you have once you become in these kind of relationships. I own you.
Nice.
You are my possession.
You are mine. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of women struggle with that.
And I show off my possession. Look how he's all nice and all. Look what I bought him. Show him that little thing I bought you.
Trophy husband.
Yes.
Trophy husband.
Oh, I'll make him nice and shiny too. Real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll even let him boss me around in front of public.
In front of folks?
In front of folks. Yeah, you can boss me because I want him to seem like he is the thing. But when we get home, when I get home, hey, that was that funny. It was funny. You told me to sit down and I did it too. You saw that?
Get on your knees.
Yeah.
Get on your knees.
In public?
No, at home. When you get home. Yeah.
Oh.
Get on your knees and make it happen.
Yeah. So I appreciate that, honestly. I do. I would like a male that would dominate, but typically it ends up I dominate. So,
I think it's a fine line because I think that a man should be head of the household, but I do think that he should definitely take the counsel of his woman because, I mean, ultimately it's your decision as a guy. You make the final call, but you should definitely consult your wife for one, because she is a part of it as well. So you want her to feel a part of the process. You want her to be a part of the process. But two, she has good ideas. I mean, you married her because she was
not always. Not
always, but I mean that's when it kind of comes down. I mean, guys make mistakes. So it's not always. I'll never say that again.
No.
But guys make mistakes
all the time. That was
one of the problems that was in my marriage, actually.
That you made a lot of mistakes?
That I was high-handed. I did a lot of high-handedness. And when you get into a long relationship. I can see that in you.
I get that from you.
When you're in a relationship,
I get this vibe from you that you're just a jerk.
Just a high-handed, just jackass. So, but no, I think that when I was, again, like I said, when I was a young Thundercat, I would just make decisions.
Why was that? Is it because you felt that you had some control that you wanted to yield? You wanted to wield? I mean, what is the word? You wanted to.
I think that it might just be because I just didn't want to be bothered, or I don't think there was a vindictiveness to it. I think it was just a decision needed to be made, so I made it. And I didn't really worry about that, but she had a problem with that. That was a problem for her because she wanted to be a part of the whole process.
So, hey guys, if you want to see more about me from me, you can go to my Snapchat. Is brshine.
So, you could mention my little Instagram.
I don't know it though. Nobody goes to it. It's like you don't even post on it.
I do post on it.
Nobody wants to see food.
There are 4 posts out there right now.
Nobody wants to see it. Tell them about your Dewey Grove. The Dewey Groove. Dewey
Groove.
Okay, Dewey.
So if you go to YouTube and just type in my name, Novell Way, NOVELLWAY, I'll come up. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and talking about men's fashions.
It's
and
worth
all
a
that
follow.
good stuff.
Now this is YouTube. This YouTube is worth a follow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The Instagram is worth.
By all means, follow BeThatWay. Like and subscribe all of these videos, and follow me at YouTube /
and comment. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell him how insane he is about some of these topics that he talks about. So, we don't mind the criticism, and I think
I do. Don't ruffle my delicate sensibilities, please.
Such a delicate flower
Just a
you
delicate
are.
Flower.
Okay.